It was a really, really difficult time, and it was an exhausting time. In hindsight, it's just almost embarrassing to me that we didn't do a better job. The only place we were given was this 16-foot by 8-foot rusted steel floating can at the end of Nu'uanu Avenue at a place that had no water, had no power, had no parking. It wasn't a home, it was a dock. We have not had a home, and we didn't know how to take care of her. The idea of a partnership between Honolulu Community College and the Polynesian Voyaging Society at the Marine Education Training Center, that changed everything.
The partnership between PVS and Honolulu Community College really started when the Hōkūleʻa needed a home.
02 or so, 03, they were housed in Honolulu Harbor, which made it very difficult for them to come and go because they had to deal with Aloha Tower, they had to ask for clearance, there was a lot of big vessels moving around in there. So they were the small fish in a very big pond, and it was kind of dangerous for them.
They came to the current chancellor that was here at that time, Ramsey Pedersen, and asked for assistance in finding a home for her.
From a crew members' point of view, we are just so fortunate and so lucky that there was a Marine Education Training Center, that there was a place to finally take care of Hōkūleʻa. So the voyaging family finally had a home, and there was a place that we could conduct the kinds of education that are tied to our values and to help contribute to the promotion of and strengthening of Hawaiian culture.
Areas of studies such as voyaging and Hawaiian studies really lends itself nicely to learning the math, the science, all of the things that we would normally consider general education to be learned in that outside environment. So whether it's learning math while working in a fish pond or learning science while on a voyage.
The ability to really help people better understand how extraordinary and how intelligent, how courageous Native Hawaiians were, which is really goes to the issue of identity of Native Hawaiians and changing that very negative one to a positive.
Aloha mai nei kākou, au no Malakalenza, ma ke pola o Hōkūleʻa.
I knew I wanted to be somewhere in and around the ocean, so the Small Vessel Fabrication and Repair program was probably the best fit for me. And it was actually through one of my elective classes, which was the Hawaiian Studies 281, the navigation course, that I actually learned about PVS. I guess I could say Kaiulani is the one, my teacher, who got me involved.
We think that we're like 70 miles to go.
There are 2 primary courses and a lab to go along with each of them. The first semester we get into wayfinding, non-instrument navigation. Usually the second course is a course where we learn how to actually sail canoes, how to basically become a crew member on a voyaging canoe. Honolulu Community College actually built a sailing canoe.
Kama'uhe'e'u is Honolulu Community College's voyaging training canoe. She's 46 feet, built here by students, designed by my director Bob Perkins and Nainoa Thompson. So this is how our students that have come through the voyaging program, the Hawaiian study side, has been able to get some actual experience on the water.
With voyaging, we make promises, right, that we're going to make a contribution to supporting education in Hawaii. But you can't do that if you're not sailing. The canoes have to sail. They don't do much tied to the dock. And so Lieutenant Colonel Lacey Veach, Hawaii's second astronaut, he said, I know you have no idea how beautiful your island Earth is until you see the whole thing from space. It's in trouble, and we're causing it. He already understood that as a scientist, and he said, we need to act with what we have, and Hōkūleʻa needs to know the Earth. You can't protect what you don't understand, and you won't if you don't care, and you can't do it by yourself. Take Hōkūleʻa around the world. There's no way you could have done the worldwide voyage without the home. There's no way. In hindsight, we pulled Hōkūleʻa out of the water on September 12, 2010. We haven't added it all up. Gotta be approaching 200,000 miles of sailing in 42 years. And she was tired and she was exhausted and in no way ready to go around the world.
Our program, because it deals with small vessel fabrication and repair, it lends directly to almost any need that the Voyaging Society has.
So one was no rot, no damage, it all's off.
Pre-worldwide voyage, she was completely torn down, hulls all the way down to the skin.
1 inch of the hulls. That's the original from 1976.
We took out 2,000 pounds of weight on her, widened her.
32,000 man hours of time at the Marine Education Training Center. And she is stronger now, she's lighter now, she's more stable, she's more watertight than the day she was launched in 1975. If you didn't have the place to do the work and have the tools to do the work, then you would lose the community and that canoe would not be restored. Secondly would be, can you create a sail plant and the wind systems, the global wind systems, actually carry you around the world? And that took enormous amounts of research. It was all done there. We used the home as a way to reach out to the other systems of knowledge that are embedded in the university system. We used everything. And then the other piece that MATC was just crucial for was crew training. You have to train to do what you're asking this canoe to do.
Every single crew member that they have that has come from our program have done very well in there. They are always thought very highly of because of the fact that they do have these kind of skills. So I think it has been a very good win-win.
It was a great opportunity for our students to be able to do real live work on her. It was a great opportunity for our faculty to get to understand about the Hōkūleʻa. And at this point with the voyage, the worldwide voyage, we actually have a number of our faculty, staff, and students that have been on the Hōkūleʻa.
The University of Hawaii now was absolutely essential for the success of the worldwide voyage. It's all kind of like radiated out of the Marine Education Training Center.
So it's been a great partnership and it continues to grow and we don't see that ending. We plan on working with them even closer in the future and creating a navigation degree.
All that learning counts, all that learning is valued so that when we move towards this expansion to an ocean voyaging exploration academy where all these people coming down and dedicating thousands and thousands of hours in training and preparation, dry docking and research and education. All of that matters.
What we'd like to see is a focus that partners well with our Hawaiian Studies degree, where we can have voyaging be a component within there. And I think the community and the university at large sees voyaging even going further than an associate's degree down the road.
I think the most important institution in the Hawaiian Islands is the University of Hawaii, by far. It's the only place that has the ability to look long-term and plan long-term. And it's the only place that has both the educational commitment and the research commitment and its mandate to serve community and people, not just in Hawaii, but in the Pacific. It allows us to start navigating our future and navigating in a way that we're in front of change, not behind it. And way too often, we're way too far behind. It's a dangerous place to be. I'm worried, I'm concerned, I should be, but I'm excited and optimistic. Because I'm a part of something very special.
Aloha! Malama honua!